name is Rohan. Today I am going to teach you about the Coulomb's law and electroscope. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it, like it, share it with your friends. Now coming to the topic. So what is an electroscope? Now look at the definition. An electroscope is an early scientific instrument used to detect the presence of electric charge on a body. Electroscope is what that is used to detect the presence of if there is a body, so there is a electric charge present on it or not. Okay, now look at this example. In this example, what we have done, we have a glass bottle, we have a cardboard cover, and we have a top end of a metal paper clip. Okay, and this is the opened up metal paper clip. This is metal. This is in black lining. This is our metal. This is the aluminum foil lips. When we we have a glass rod which is positively charged. When we come nearer to the this metal clip, so the positive charge from the glass rod distributed this over the this metal paper clip, due to which the charges appear on its surface only. So the aluminum leaves also get positively charged. So both the here look at this aluminum foil is nearer to each other, but after charging there are two aluminum foil lips. So both get positively charged, due to which we know that the similar charges repel each other. So the here aluminum leaf diverge. It means it will get away from each other. It means a similar charge is present here. So this is a small kind of experiment of electroscope. Electroscope is used to detect the presence of an electric charge. Okay, now moving. Okay, now see the Coulomb's law. What the Coulomb law says, it says where are the two stationary charges q1 and q2, and there is a distance between r between the two charges. So they we know that the if the charges are similar, they will repel each other, or it will, if the charges are of opposite side or it is dissimilar, so it will attract each other. It means some kind of force is acting on it. So we are going to find it, what is the magnitude of force and what its direction. We already know that force is a vector quantity. It is both magnitude and the direction. So we will detect here what is the force and what is its magnitude, and what its direction. So the Coulomb's law says there are 2 point charges q1 and q2 are kept at a distance, and then it is found that the force of attraction or a repulsion between them is mathematically is equal to k q1 into q2 by r square. This is Coulomb law says. Uh, so the force acting on it, both the charges, and r is the distance between them, k q1 q2 by r square, where k is a proportionality constant. In SI unit, k has a value 8.988 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square by Coulomb square. Now see this unit. This unit is very important. We know that the unit of a force is Newton. Okay. So Q1, Q2, unit of a charge is Coulomb. So one charge is a 1 Coulomb, other charge is a Coulomb, other Coulomb. So now look at the, okay, just a minute. Okay, now look at the, if we find the value of k, then r square will go here into sorry, r square with get multiplied with this force. So our k is equals to fr square by q1 into q2. So see the units. Here force has a Newton n unit, and r square is the distance unit. So Newton meter square, then divide q1 into q2. Q1 has a charge is a Coulomb unit in SI, its SI unit of charge is Coulomb. So here will come Coulomb square. which is nearly equivalent to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square by Coulomb square. Remember this value of K, it will help you a lot while solving numericals. Uh, so, okay, just scroll down it. So look at the more points. The direction of force is always along the line joining the two charges. It means, it means, okay, just wait. Now look at the, just a minute. Now look at the two charges. What this point says, the direction of force will act along the line joining the two charges. The force never will like here and here. It will also, it always act along the line which, what the line? Line joining two charges Q1 and Q2. Our second point, we know the if the charges are of same sign, then it will repel each other. If it is of opposite sign, then it will attract each other. Our third point is this force is conservative in nature. And our fourth point is this is also called the inverse square law. It is very important. Now remember, this is also called the inverse square law. Thank you friends for watching.